Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge interior wall sconce called the Brindille. This is the 207670. So let's get into details on this. To begin with, there's going to be a right version, and there's also going to be a left version, so you can use this in all kinds of applications. People will use this flanking mirrors in bathrooms, fireplaces, all kinds of places, dining rooms. 18.9 inches overall height, 7.8 inches in width. Projection coming up from the wall is going to be 3.7 inches, which makes this ADA compliant. ADA compliancy is Americans with Disabilities Act that says that a sconce can only come out up to 4 inches from the wall, which allows people to pass by it easily. So if you're an architect or interior designer and you're doing an application like a restaurant or a doctor's office, this will be a good one for you. You can also use LEDs in this, which I will talk about in just a moment. So moving on from there. Oh, if you're a homeowner, this is going to be good too. It's great for a hallway. It's good for stairs too, because the glass is open on the top and the bottom, and it throws light down on stairs, so it's a good one for you. So mounting height from the middle of the box, middle of the electrical outlet box to the bottom of the fixture is coming in at 12.1 inches. And the backplate is 5.1 by 5.5, so it easily goes over your 4-inch junction box. Good way to show you some of these details is to look at the installations instructions. So let's do that now. If you're on the page for this fixture on HandmadeInVermont.com, look over on the right-hand side of the page. Midway down, there's going to be a link. It's going to say, click here for installations instructions. Click on that and open it up for me. Those are the same papers that are going to be in the box when you get this, and there's a lot of information there. So what is there? So there's a parts list, there is instructions how to put the glass on, which is pretty easy, what the lamping looks like and inside, which we'll talk about in a second. Also, backplate and how it's going to go into your junction box with some good detailed drawings. So take advantage of that and really become acquainted with the fixture that way too, as well as with this video and spec sheets and that kind of stuff. Okay, so moving on from there, why don't we talk about what is inside of this. Hubbardton says that this is a halogen fixture, which isn't necessarily true. The socket on this is a G9 socket. That's the little prongs that you just kind of push right in. This was developed before there were a lot of LEDs available for these kind of things. There are now lots of LEDs available. Here's a great one I love, this guy right here. Your only limit, when you get into limits for bulbs, so the limit for a halogen bulb is going to be 60 watts because of the heat generated by that bulb. The limit for LED is the LED size getting into the glass. So it's really, that's going to be your only caveat, And I know this one can work in, this is probably a 60 watt equivalent. There's lots of them out there, and all you have to do is Google G9 LED, and you'll be able to see a plethora of them out there, like on Amazon and all these different websites that have them. When you are looking at LEDs, make sure that you look at the color temperature. That's going to be really important. So color temperature is the warmth of the light coming out. These are LEDs above me. This is the warmth equivalent, we're going to call it, of an incandescent bulb, the old bulbs we grew up with. So that's 3,000 Kelvin. If you guys are looking at whiter light, that's going to be called daylight. That's 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin. So just remember those things when you are looking at bulbs. Very important. If you want to dim this, make sure it's a dimmable LED. Also equally important. Okay? So moving on from there, why don't we talk about glass on this. Hubbardton Forge's opal glass is, people think it's just a white glass. It's well beyond that. It's actually a piece of clear glass, and then they blow another layer inside of that of white glass, and then they come back and they sandblast the whole exterior of the piece of glass. So 3 steps to make a piece of glass that some people are going to think is white, but it's not. It's kind of a milky, semi-translucent, glowing white. It's a very soft white, and very, very pretty glass on its own. When you look at it and you get it in your hands, just look at the sides where it's been cut, and you'll see the different layers of glass, and you'll really understand. Hubbardton Forge is all about those little tiny details that people don't notice until you really point them out. Okay? So moving on from there, why don't we talk about metal finish on this guy. So you'll notice on our website we have a bunch of red tabs over on the left-hand side of your screen, and one of those is going to be a Finishes Help Guide. When you're done with this video, go over there and open that up for me. You'll notice there's a video at the top of that page of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes, how that can look on different types of forging. I will be referencing a chart right under that, so scroll down a little bit, you'll see a chart. Use the chart with the video, bounce back and forth a little bit. When you are done, go back down to that chart. You can click on any of those pictures, soft gold, bronze, dark smoke, natural iron, bigger window is going to pop up and show you a lot of different Hubbardton Forge fixtures in that finish. So you should take advantage of that too. It's like bringing the showroom to your house, basically. If you can grab that. Okay, so what do we talk about after that? Well, why don't we talk about the fact that this is in our showroom on the first floor of our showroom. Showroom has over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. If you want to see what we have before you guys come here, we have a What's on Display page on our website. It's in the red tabs over there on the left, which there's a lot of good info over there. Showroom's open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. We also have a clearance center here too. So clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. It's an awesome deal for you. If you guys are going to come here, do me a favor, measure a lot of stuff that you need to measure at home before you come. So measure distances between things like junction boxes and window frames, junction boxes and ceilings for bathrooms. If you're going to be putting this kind of thing in a bathroom around flanking mirrors. Possibly distances between electrical boxes over kitchen islands if you're going to be doing pendants. Those little details are really important. Take pictures with an iPad. If you guys have an iPad or a tablet laying around that you can bring in that we can look at pictures together. And then also bring a good size SUV because these things, the clearance stuff was basically packed for shipping, so the boxes tend to be on the bigger side, and you'll really want to take advantage of some of this stuff. Okay? So when you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There is no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. We're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else does that. Some larger items and custom things are non-returnable. We'll always tell you if that's the case on the page itself, and that's usually a big giant thing, so just keep an eye out for that. And then we also offer we offer a rush program. So rush is going to be taking you from Hubbardton Forge's normal 3 to 4 weeks in production. They don't stock anything, that's how you're going to get all these finishes. We can take you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks, and it's very inexpensive, super cheap. If you want to know more, just drop me a quick email. Best way to do that is sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. You can also call during business hours, 802-446-2400, and talk to me if you guys want to. So I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and showroom's open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. So there you have it. Any questions, let me know. Thanks for stopping in today. Take care. Bye-bye.